to discuss amongst yourself?
So the program execution visualization is necessary because sometimes it becomes too difficult to understand what is going behind the program or the difficult data structure topics like graphs, recursions, linked list. It could be difficult to visualize them or understand them. Sometimes it becomes difficult to correspond the code with the concept that is in your mind. So the visualization would be helpful over there. Here I am going to focus on the code configurator which is going to use LLMs for program execution visualization. Existing tools. So there are existing tools present which do visualize the program executions like Python Tutor, CC, and JDOT, HTTP. But there are a lot of challenges present with them, challenges and limitations. Like these Python Tutor, CC, they suffer from high time complexity due to need of passing through unnecessary excess data. And they have less adaptability and flexibility. So these could be overcome through the use of LLMs, which could help in decreasing the time complexity because they are already trained and have huge processing centers to process all the necessary data. They are more adaptable as they could learn on the go and more flexible as well, as they could be applied to different languages as well as data structures like linked arrays. This could be represented differently but with the same output from the LLM because they can pass it directly. Introduction. What is execution visualization? Execution visualization refers to the act of transforming a code into a visual format where the symbols which the user would usually imagine while thinking about some concept, a programming concept. It would help users and students and developers into understanding and tracking their progress. So how has code execution visualization evolved? Early approaches in earlier times, like given in that 2006 research paper I provided, there were different tools like Pagan, Garden, where Pagan used to highlight the code parts that are being executed while the output was shown. They had quite limitations like its output was just some highlighting which wasn't that intuitive and understandable. Then there was a Garden tool which the idea of which was to create a visual programming language instead of text-based programming language. So there is no need to convert it into visual format as the programming language itself would be visual. But the problem with this was that the compilation time it took was too high. A lot of processing power and time complexity was required to handle it. And the field worked with both. It highlighted the parts that are being executed as well as it was developed for data structures as well, but the graphics had a problem that the graphics would either go too fast for the human eye to track the movements in real time, or the graphics would slow down the code execution by overburdening the systems. So this led to a shift towards AI-based visualization, which uses existing AI and LLM tools by calling them API into our web applications to make things faster and easy as well as better. So what is code configurator? Code configurator is a platform that uses LLMs to visualize code executions. It converts the user code into a JSON format, structured JSON, and then visualizes with visual animation. So how it works? First, it would accept an user input into a place provided over there. The input code would be then passed on to the compiled and passed on to the LLM for pre-processing, where the unnecessary excess data would be removed. Then it would be compiled and searched for if there are any errors present in the code. If there are errors, it would show that the code has some compilation errors to correct, and it would suggest how to correct those errors. If there are no errors, it would then pass on to transforming it into a JSON format which is pre-trained into the LLM model. So the JSON format would hold different parts, part dedicated to the what type of data structure the code represents, then what kind of data is to be updated over there, and what are the actions to be done, like the push, pop, or add to the right hand. These all would be present in the JSON that is extracted by the LLM from the code. Then the application would be hard-coded, and a rule-based approach would be utilized where different animation frames would be fixed for every type of action that is mentioned in the JSON. So these frames would then be added, concatenated to create an animation. The key stages in execution are pre-processing, LLM processing, frame generation, and animation display. It differs from traditional compilers as it does not compile code but extracts the important logic present over there, which is basically
Stop. You just let me know. What is meant by the LLM model, large language model? How it works? Have you studied? You are talking LLM. Have you studied LLM? No.
Means I don't know how it is created or how it works, but I know how to include it into some web application using API.
Recent application, can you tell me? LLM?
Recent application, Gemini, ChatGPT, these are LLM models. We can include, use their APIs to integrate
Okay,
them.
so Gemini is using LLM model versions are changes. Sorry, ChatGPT, I know that. Okay, so what is my question? If you are integrating your LLM model into your debugging process, so what is the ChatGPT is giving us? If you will provide, give me the code for this addition of two numbers, it will give you, right? So why not your Chat LLM model is providing the answers to the students also? It can provide now. Yes, it can provide because of already it is working on the same. If error is there in my program, it could provide, yes, this is the error, you have to insert this line into your program will run.
Yes, ma'am, but for educational purposes, directly giving the answer would be wrong. It wouldn't help students.
No, but whether it is possible, this is what my question.
Yes, it is possible.
It is possible. First thing is that, how many times you read your paper? Best paper? Twice. Whole paper?
The conference.
Whatever the paper you have given, how many times you read? Twice. Line by line?
Not line by line, just the important part that how it works and.
So my appeal to all the students, तुम्ही जे पण रेफरन्स पेपर घेतले तर ते पेपर एकदा, दोनदा, तीनदा, चारदा, पाचदा, मी माझा PhDचा पेपर 20 वेळा वाचला होता आणि पेन्सिल घेऊन बसायचं आणि तो पेपर वाचताना तिथे काय समजलं ते लिहा. बेस पेपर नंतरच तुम्ही आयडिया एक्स्ट्रॅक्ट करताय आणि त्याचं फ्युचर स्कोप करताय की नाही तुम्ही. तो बेस पेपर खूपदा वाचा. त्या बेस पेपरमध्ये काय केलं हे एकदा तुम्ही स्वतः समजून घ्या. आता हा LLMचं बोलतोय पण ही डोंट नो व्हॉट इज मीन बाय हाऊ द वर्किंग ऑफ LLM, हाऊ एक्झॅक्टली LLM.
पेपरमध्ये ते नाही दिलं.
मी तुला तेच सांगते. बट इफ यू आर इंटिग्रेटिंग एनी थिंग्स ऑर एनी टेक्निक्स किंवा एखादं मॉडेल आपण यूज करतो, वी शुड नो दॅट व्हॉट इज दिस. जर मी ब्लॉकचेन यूज करते तर मला ब्लॉकचेन काय हे पहिलं माहीत पाहिजे ना. व्हॉट इज बी ऑफ दॅट ब्लॉकचेन. सो यू शुड नो व्हॉट इज LLM. You should know exact the structure of LLM. You study that LLM and then start to implement, then start to integrate that LLM into your system. असं कसं LLM करतं. But you should know how it is working. Am I right? तुम्ही हे सगळं करा. सगळ्यांना सांगते मी. कंटिन्यू. सर हेच मुलं आपले बीला प्रोजेक्ट कंटिन्यू करताय का?
हो.
यांना खूप आता चांगले आहेत पण. Fine, I understood. But you meet me once. Conclude.